everyone, welcome to our channel Knowledge Hub, and subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we're gonna start with your quantitative aptitude class, and that has been the class is 110th class of the session. And you know very well that we had done 109th classes of the session, where we had started with arithmetical ability. In that we had done operations on numbers, SCF and LCF of numbers, decimal fraction, simplification, square roots and cube roots, problems on numbers, averages, problems on ages, surds and indices, percentage, and profit and loss. That has been the 11th topic that we are dealing here. On the same phase, we have to start discussing about 110th class, and where we had in the last classes we had done 171th classes questions of the session. So today we have to start with 172th question of the session here. But before starting with this, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and another you can also enjoy the video as well. So we go ahead for the same, and let's find it out. Let's go ahead here. So that has been, the question is, at what price that should a shopkeeper mark a radio that cost him rupees 1200, in order that he may offer a discount of 20% on the mark price and still make a profit of 25%. The option for the same we have here as your rupees 1675, 1000 that has been you have is rupees 1875, rupees 1900, rupees 2025, and none of these, which is being asked in the bank via question paper as well. So we go ahead for the same. At what price should a shopkeeper mark a radio that cost him rupees 1200, in order that he may offer a discount of 20% on the marked price and still make a profit of 25%. This is been asking the bank PO question paper, which we have to talk about it. And this option we have rupees 1675, 1875, no, 1900, 2025 here. And that has been, of course, important one, that what we'll have to discuss here. So we go ahead for the same. The question we have, CP equals to rupees 1200, and selling price, that is SP, is equals to 125% of rupees 1200, that is equals to rupees 125 upon 100 into 1200. That has been these two things that you cancel out. 125 12, it is your rupees 1500 that we have. Now for the same, let marked price be rupees X, then 80% of X is equals to rupees 1500. X is equals to 1500 into 100 upon 80. That is being equals to 0 being cancelled by 0, 2 4s are 8 and 2 5s are 10. Then we have your 4 1s are 4, 4 3s are 12, and then 3 is here, the 30. So it will be your 4 7s are 28, then 2 and 4 5s are 20. So 375 into 5, that will give you the answer 1875. So the mark price is, which is equals to mark price, that is been rupees 1875. That will be the right answer for this question as well. That what will have to go ahead. Now we talk about the another question, that is been the another important one. So the question we have is your 173rd question of the session, and the question we have is: a shopkeeper earns a profit of 12% on a selling book at 10% discount on the printed price. The ratio of the cost price to the printed price of the book is that the option is 45 ratio 56, 50 ratio 61, 55 ratio 69, and 99 ratio 125. So we go ahead for the same. A shopkeeper earns a profit of 12% on selling a book at 10% discount on the printed price. The ratio of the cost price to the printed price of the book is option, as I told you, 45 ratio 56, 50 ratio 51, 55 ratio 69, and 99 ratio 125. So we go ahead for the same, and that what we'll have to talk about it. Let cost price be rupees 100, then selling price is equals to rupees 112. Let the printed price be rupees X. 90% of X is equals to 112. X is equals to 112 into 100 upon 90 equals to rupees 1120 upon 9. So required ratio equals to 100 ratio 1000 to 120 upon 9, which will be 9. This 9 will go here, so that will become 900 ratio 1120, and which is equals to, further cancel out, 45 ratio 56, that we get as an answer here. And that has been the important, of course. We go ahead further, which we'll talk about it. That has been another question, is 174th question of the session, and that what we'll have here. So 174th question of the session we have: by selling an article at 2/5 of the mark price, there is a loss of 25%. The ratio of the mark price and the cost price of the article is, that is been asked in the SSC examination paper. So option for the same is 2 ratio 5, 5 ratio 2, and 8 ratio 5, and 15 ratio 8. We go ahead for the same. By selling an article at 2/5 of the marked price, there is a loss of 25%. The ratio of the marked price and the cost price of the article is. This has been asked in SSC examination paper. The options is 2:5, 5:2, 6, 8:15 and 15:8 that we have here, and that what we'll have to talk about it. So we go ahead for the same. Let the cost price be equals to rupees 100. Then 2/5 of marked price equals to 75. Marked price equals to rupees 75 into 5 upon 2. So that is being equals to rupees 375 upon 2. So required ratio equals to 375 upon 2 ratio 100 equals to 375. ये 2 इधर चला जाएगा, ratio 200, which will be equals to 15:8 that we get as an answer here. Now we go ahead for the next, and that what we'll have to talk about it, which has been another important question, is 175th question of the session, that what we have to discuss here. The question is, a tradesman gives a 4% discount on the marked price and gives a one article free for buying every 15 article, and thus gains 35%, so that the marked price is above the cost price by the options we have 25%, 20%, 39%, 40% and 50%. So that we have to talk about it, and which we have to go ahead for the same here. So let's find it out, and let's go ahead for the same. 175th question of the session. A tradesman gives 4% discount on the marked price and gives one article free for buying every 15 article, and thus gains 35%. The marked price is above the cost price by. The option is 20%, 39%, 40% and 50%. For the same we have to go ahead here, that we have to talk about it. So let the CP of each article be rupees 100. Cost price of each article be rupees 100. Then cost price of 16 articles equals to rupees 100 into 16 equals to rupees 1600. Selling price of 15 articles equals to rupees 1600 into 135 upon 100. This 20 being cancelled by these two zeros. Then 16 135 size rupees 22,160. Selling price of each article equals to rupees 2160.15 is equals to rupees 144 that we have. So if selling price is rupees 96, if selling price is rupees 96, then marked price equals to rupees 100. If selling price is rupees 144, then marked price equals to rupees 100 upon 96 into 144 equals to rupees 150. So marked price equals to 50% above cost price that we have. Now we find out for the next question, that has been the another important one, and that what we'll have discussed here. And on the same way, when we are gone through with the questions here, we had done many of the questions related to it. So we go ahead for the 176th question of the session. The question we have here: a trader marked the selling price of an article at 10% above the cost price. At the time of selling, he allows a certain discount and suffer a loss of 1%, and he allowed a discount of, that is being asked in the SSC examination paper, and the option we have is 9%, 10%, 10.5%, and 11%. So we go ahead for the same. A trader marked the selling price of an article at 10% above the cost price at the time of selling. He allows certain discount and suffers a loss of 1%. He allowed a discount. This has been asked in SSC examination paper. That has been important one. The option, as I told you, 9%, 10%, 10.5%, and 11%. So we go ahead for the same. Let the CP equals to rupees 100. Equals to 100. Then marked price equals to rupees 110 and selling price equals to rupees 99. So discounts percent equals to 11 upon 110 into 100%. 11 ones are 11, 11 tens are your 110. 0 can cancel by 0 here, so it will give you 10%. That is the discount percent we have as an answer. Now we go ahead for the next, and that has been the important one here, which has been 177th question of the session as well. So we go ahead for the same. The question is: a shopkeeper fixes the marked price of an item 35%, that has been above the cost price. The percentage of the discount allowed to gain 8% else, that has been asked in the assistant grade question paper. Option is 20%, 27%, 31%, 43%. So we go ahead for the same. A shopkeeper fixes the marked price of an item 35% above its cost price. The percentage of the discount allowed to gain 8% is, this is the, that has been asked in the assistant grade question paper. So we go ahead for the same, and that we'll find it out. Let the cost price equals to rupees 100. Then marked price equals to rupees 135 and selling price equals to 108. So discount percent equals to 27 upon 30, 27 upon 35 into 100 that we have. So 3 9s are 27, 3 4s are 12, and 3 5s are 15. Then it will be 9 1s are 9, 9 5s are 45, and 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, and 0. So it will give you the 20% that we get as an answer. The discount percent is your, the 20% will be the right answer for the same here. Now we go ahead. That has been the ask in our assistant grade question paper, and that has been the important one. We'll go ahead for the next as well. The question we have is 178 question of the session. The question we have here is that a trader marked his goods at 20% above the cost price. He sold half of the stock at the marked price, 1/4 at a discount of 20% on the marked price, and the rest of the discount of the 40% on the marked price. So the total gain is, that has been asked, also been important one, because that has been also been asked in your SSC examination paper, which has been the important one here. Option is 2%, 4.5%, 13.5%, 15%. So we go ahead for the same. A trader marked his goods at 20% above the cost price. He sold half the stock at marked price, 1/4 at a discount of 20% on the marked price, and the rest of a discount of 40% on the marked price. His total gain is, that is, we have to talk about it, and that has been the ask in SSC examination paper. So the options for the same we have here is that what we have to discuss here is 2%, 4.5%, 13.5%, and 15% here as well, and that has been the important one, of course. So we go ahead for the another one, that what we'll have to discuss here. And so the question we have is as follows, which is being that the CPU of the whole stock, let the cost price of the whole stock equals to rupees 100, then mark price of whole stock equals to rupees 120, and mark price of half stock equals to rupees 60, and mark price of 1/4 stock equals to rupees 30. So total selling price equals to rupees 60 plus 80% of 30 plus 60% of 30 equals to rupees 60 plus 24, and that is being plus 18, so which is equals to rupees 102. So hence gain percent is equals to 102 minus 100%, which is equals to 2%. So we get the answer here, that has been the 2% here. That what we'll have to talk about it, and we'll go ahead further, which we'll discuss here. So here we're going to end up with this, and before ending it up, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and whether you can also enjoy the video as well. But other than this quantitative aptitude, we had done your sociology and software engineering, even though we had done your chemistry for class 12th and 11th. If for 11th we had done your that part 1 of chemistry, and in 11th part 12th part 1 we had done unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5, unit 6, unit 7, unit 8, unit 9, as well as the conversions, logarithms and antilogs as well. We will surely be started with physics part 1 for class 11th, and for chemistry part 2 for class 11th as well, that to complete it. And after completing that, we are dealing with CNST, that has been the computer based numerical and statistical technique. In that we had done unit 1, which has been the computer arithmetic rules, error rules of equation, and we had started with unit 2, which has been the interpolation and curve fitting. We'll surely be ending it up with that as well. After completing that, we'll start discussing about the unit 3rd as well. And other than that, we are dealing with ER diagrams, we are dealing with English vocabulary as well. And for thanks to all of you for the support. And coming to our reasoning, we had done your verbal reasoning. In that we had done general mental ability and the logic reasoning. In non-verbal reasoning, we had done series and logic classification, analytical reasoning, mirror image, water image, embedded figure, completions of incomplete pattern, figure matrix, paper folding, paper cutting, rule detection, grouping of identical figures, cubes and dice, draw situation, constructions of squares and triangle, figure formation analysis, and practice question set as well. And after talking about that, yes, talking about quantitative aptitude, we had started with arithmetical ability. In that we had done operations on numbers, SCF and LCF of numbers, decimal fractions, simplification, square roots and cube roots, averages, problems on numbers, problems on ages, surds and indices, percentage, profit and loss. That is we are dealing with 11th topic, that has been the profit and loss. After completing that, we'll be starting with ratio and proportion, partnership, chain rule, time and work, pipe and system, time and distance, problems on trains, boards and streams, allegations or mixtures, simple interest, compound interest, logarithm, area, volume and surface area. Then races and games of skills, calendar, clock, stocks and share, permutation, combination, probability to discount, bank of discount, height and distance, odd man out series. In data interpretation, we have to cover up the tabulations, bar graphs, pie charts and line graphs as well. So here we're gonna end up with, but before ending it up, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even you can also enjoy the video as well. As you had supported from the beginning, that thanks to all the viewers. And those viewers, those who had not visited our channel, those who had visited the first time our channel, or those who had not subscribed our channel, it's a huge request to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once. And whatever the subject you required of, and what are the topic that you required of, you can just tell me in a comment section. We'll surely be providing you that as well. And while solving a quantitative aptitude equations or in the reasoning, that has been the part of a competition paper, so you have any problem, you can tell me on a comment section. We'll be surely brief you out. And after completing this, we'll be surely starting with the bank PO or competition papers, and as well as the preparation for the same. So you can go ahead, stay tuned with us. Thank you, hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion in the comment box. Thank you.